And I think that is slightly more expensive, the interior kit. But again, you're never going to have to buy anything else. This you might, depending on how you want to configure it. Hey, Dan Zimmerman from Shooting News Weekly here, along with
Jeremy.
And today we have a couple of organization systems for, gosh, one of the most popular cases in the world, the Pelikans. You know, a couple of years ago, I think it was, Magpul came out with an ingenious idea. Take your existing Pelican case and insert a block system that lets you customize the inside. What you normally get with a Pelican case when you buy it is this. You get foam. You get foam that you can cut, or sometimes it's sliced and you can pluck it and customize. Yeah, pick and pluck or whatever the hell it is, and do whatever you want to do to customize it.
If you do get this, Ryobi makes a little battery-powered electric foam cutter.
Oh,
like
do they really?
A hot wire cutter, which is pretty cool.
Make nice clean edges.
Yeah, but obviously once you cut it, like it's done. It's cut for whatever gun you did it for.
Right. So Magpul came out with their DACA grid system, which again are sort of foam blocks that kind of lock in Lego-like and lets you customize the interior of your case. And I've got that in here. It's got this basic grid in the bottom and these blocks, and you can move them around as you want. You can buy extras. They have some custom size blocks that are angled. It's infinitely customizable.
Oh yeah, they got the like triangle corner ones and other stuff.
Right. And everybody said, "Oh my gosh, this is just the coolest system." Here, yeah, you can just move it up, block it in.
Cool.
And there you go. And that rifle's not going to go anywhere. Very slick. And this has been universally praised for good reason. It's a wonderful system, and everybody thought it was very cool.
So, I mean, this is sort of like bed liner coated styrofoam?
Pretty much.
It has the texture of kind of a typical styrofoam, but it's tough. There's something on here, like a thick paint product or something that really kind of bulks up that styrofoam.
Yeah, you can't crush that.
Which is good because it's super lightweight, obviously. You wouldn't want like a heavy rubber. This is styrofoam effectively.
Yep.
But strengthened. It's great.
Yeah, very cool. And Magpul's had the market pretty much to themselves until now.
So they make it for multiple Pelican cases, right? Like,
they do.
As you can see, this is exact fitting, and the Pelican 1700, which is super popular.
Yeah, until recently, they made it for select Pelican and maybe a couple other brand cases as well. Recently, Magpul came out with a universal model that you can now cut to fit virtually any case you own. So you don't have to buy it just, these are both Pelican 1700 cases. You don't have to buy it just for that. You can buy the universal one and cut it, do whatever you want with it. And again, that was great. At SHOT Show, we're moseying along the floor and we see that Pelican has come out with its own system called the Reset system. And what it is a bottom grid with a series of plugs, hundreds of these things that you press down or pull up to customize it the way you want. Again, virtually infinitely. So we've got a Pelican 1700 and we've got the Reset system. We're going to install it.
9 hours later.
That's exactly what you're going to have to do.
It probably comes with instructions, but
It
we
probably,
wouldn't know
well,
about that.
it actually doesn't. It's got this. So you got to scan.
Oh God, a QR code?
Go online.
That was the worst thing to happen during COVID was QR code menus. It's like, just let me die. Okay, so standoffs go in all the empty spots that they left conveniently. Keep it off the bottom of the case, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we dropped that in. Got the standoffs on the bottom. So how does this work, Dan?
Well, the way it works is you decide where you want to put stuff. Well, let's say you want to put a magazine down here. You just press these things down and make an indentation in the shape of your magazine. And boom, that's where your magazine will go.
Now, the camera girl who has her PhD in lesbian dance theory said we could probably just actually shove the thing. Yeah, I mean, these...
I think it's easier if you do with your fingers, but theoretically you can do that.
Theoretically, I think it's just...
Here.
They stick, you know, on purpose.
We're
they
close.
fit pretty tight.
One more layer. There you go. And now you got a spot for your magazine.
Cool. Okay. That's pretty easy.
And obviously, you do the same thing for the entire gun. Or whatever other gear you've got.
Oh, it's in this one.
Suppressor, first aid kit, rangefinder.
I do like the feel of this foam. It's like a dense, rubberized kind of a foam.
Yeah, it feels sort of related to the DACA foam, but not quite.
No.
It's a little different.
Yeah, it's like what comes inside a really high-end pistol case.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
that
it's still
feels more.
lightweight.
That feels more. The DACA feels more styrofoamy. This feels more dense.
Yeah, little rubbery, little foamy.
Yeah.
And say this is probably more granular in terms of the number of dots.
Right. I think this seems more. It seems like it's more easily customizable to me. I don't know. Obviously, you can do anything with the DACA grid as well. It's more of a matter of preference as to which one you like better. They're both very cool. So they're both ingenious. This obviously caught our eye at SHOT Show because we were just amazed.
That's right. It seemed like a big rollout, but they hadn't sent a press release or anything that I saw. And
no, and they had the guy there that designed it, it was pretty. It's pretty unique, as you can see. It's not a complicated design.
Then, what is it? It's called the reset, right?
Exactly.
So you just reset it by pushing them back up, I guess. And
yeah, you want to change the configuration? No problem.
yeah, that's nice because I've thrown out a lot of foam inserts that I cut for something that I no longer wanted anymore or whatever, and it's a pain in the butt. So this is cool. It's kind of a buy once, cry once situation, and keep changing it up.
Okay. So just as a side by side, just to let you know, this is the standard Magpul DACA grid system for the Pelican 1700. Everything that comes with it. I think these are all the blocks that came with it. So obviously the base grid, and these blocks, either 2 or 3 section blocks that you can move around. They make other blocks that you can buy, additional blocks. They make unusual size blocks like angled cuts, things like that, but you have to buy them separately. They're not expensive. I think those kits are an extra 15, 20 bucks or something like that, but you have to buy more. The difference here with the Pelican system, the Pelican Reset, is it comes with the full field of pegs. You never have to buy anything else. All you do to configure it is press them down. Want to reconfigure it, no problem, you press them back up. There's never anything more you need to buy. You may not need to buy anything with this. This may fit your needs perfectly, but it might not. You may have to buy a few extra pieces.
Yeah, because of course you don't have to completely surround the entire silhouette of your gun. You just have to hold it in place, keep it from moving.
Exactly.
But this is sort of like, it's infinitely full and infinitely empty as it comes.
Correct.
So it's kind of interesting. But
exactly.
yeah. I'd say maybe is the main difference.
Yeah, I think that probably is. Yeah, that comes, again, I don't have the price yet because it's so new, but we'll put it on. I think that is slightly more expensive, the interior kit. But again, you're never going to have to buy anything else. This you might, depending on how you want to configure it.
It looks like they got the height just right of these. You can see it pushing into the foam, the exact correct amount.
It's perfect. So. Yeah.
All right, check this out, y'all. I installed the decked drawer system in this Tacoma about 2 weeks ago. I've already had a ton of gardening stuff on top that can hold, on the small model here in the Tacoma, 1,000 pounds on top. Been through the drive-through car wash a few times. Not a drop on the inside. And I just yesterday decked it out with the Magpul DACA grid system. I got 2 of the grid rifle kits, which fit in here really, really well. Filled up this small size drawer. I trimmed one side, the rest of it fit just perfectly. And I just threw some stuff in there right off the bat. I'm gonna change this whole configuration, but I got a bunch of the accessories, the little angled blocks, the V blocks, and that is for holding the barrel, right? So Magpul DACA grid installed in a decked pickup truck drawer system. I am loving this setup. I think I'm going to use one of the decked toolboxes here. I've got the DACA bins, but I'm going to use the bigger deck for my range stuff, stapler, tools, some of my hunting stuff, and then I'll put, I don't know, we'll see. But I thought this was a great combination. I hope Magpul actually makes a Doka grid system for the few different sizes of deck drawers, because I am absolutely loving this little padded, nice setup.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Jeremy really wants that.
I do.
Again, if we get to 100,000, you're going to see a camera girl in a bikini.
Yeah, it'll be great. She is a bikini model. That's why the camera footage is so bad. We didn't hire for her camera skills. But
As you can tell.
Thanks for watching, y'all. See you next time.